Hey everyone, it's me, Divine Readings with the Gypsy. I'm actually going to do the 31 Days of Tarot wrap up. I'm going to just combine 20 days, 29, 30, and 31, just to wrap up this whole entire 31 Days of Tarot. One, because I'm tired of doing 31 Days of Tarot. And two, I would rather do I've actually done some reflections and stuff, and I would rather do some videos that I would like to branch out of the 31 Days of Tarot just a little bit, just to get away from the 31 Days of Tarot a little bit. I think I reached my goal for the 31 Days of Tarot as of right now, and I'm so proud of myself, actually. So I'm just going to wrap it all up in this video today. So the first prompt of day 29, which would be in today, is the tarot deck that you get stuck on gives you nothing in a reading at the moment, but you're not going to give up on this deck because you still want to work with it or learn with it. And I've actually chose my Deviant Moon Tarot, and I've etched this in black. I love the edging. I absolutely love Patrick Lowenza's art. I love his deck. I love everything that he does. It's like gold. I actually was tempted to get the Triumph de la Lune. I still might sneakily get it. Shh, don't tell anybody. I might get it still. But I might sneakily get it if it's open in my finances to do so. But the reason why I might do so is because I love this one. This is a really wonderful deck. And I love everything about this deck. However, there's just something right now with me connecting with this deck that is just not jiving, not gelling. I don't know if it's the right voice. I don't know its voice. I don't know what it is about this deck, but I want to. Whoa, I love that card so much. How awesome is that? It's very seductive. Everything about this deck I want to love so much. The art, the meanings. I even like the crazy chariot guy plowing through. I just love it. What more can I say? But there's just something between me and this deck that just doesn't jive. I don't know if it's an energy thing or just using it at the right time of year, moon cycles, whatever. I don't know what the issue is, but there's a hang-up I have. And I would love to fix this relationship with this deck. I might do that interview spread that I showed you all a few days ago to connect with this deck and redo an interview spread with this deck and see where my relationship stands right now with it. And that's what I like about interview spreads. You don't have to just use it once and never use an interview spread again. You could actually use it time and time again and see if the intention or your relationship has changed with that deck, which is awesome, awesome, awesome. And I encourage everybody to do that too. And my favorite card. This is my favorite card for many reasons, but this is my absolute favorite card of all time. I even posted this on my Instagram around the beginning of the month. Hold on one second. It seems like I'm always drinking something while I am talking on YouTube, but this is my favorite card for many reasons. One, it is the Mary L. Tarot card. Two, I am very highly personal. I feel personal with the Emperor card because it's my astrological card. I'm very in tune with my astrology chart, and I feel very sound with being an Aries. I resonate everything that has to do with being an Aries. I resonate all around with being an Aries and my astrological chart. And I feel like that's like my personal card or my card for me. So when I usually think of significator cards in the tarot, I think of this card, and because when he shows up, it means you kind of have to look at yourself. You are your own and things like that, but you also, he's just so personal to me. I don't know how else to describe it. And it's a shame that most tarot decks Emperor card are just some dude sitting on a throne, and I don't like that. I love this emotionalness in his eyes, and the dragonfly in his head, and the sword, and how he leans his head upon the sword. Ugh, I can meditate on this card all day, but I'm not going to have to move it along. And what do you will not do a reading about? Okay, and I figured that this was going to be more of a ramble question, so I'm going to try to explain it the best I can. What will you not do a reading about? After this 2016 election, there isn't much I want to do a reading about. I usually have a code, and I follow a strict code with myself. And one of the things that is part of my personal code is never to read into politics for yourself or others for personal gain. And it's hard for me, and politics is so hard to do a tarot reading for me about because you get your ego in there. And I don't like doing a reading on politics at all, and because it will interfere with your ego and your political beliefs. And so your political beliefs get all mixed up into what you want the cards to say and blah 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 blah. So I never ever usually read about politics ever because of that reason. However, on election night of November 2016, I broke my honor code of no reading politics. And when the polls were starting to run through, I whipped out my Lenormand deck, and I did a 3-card reading for Hillary and a 3-card reading for Trump. And I actually predicted about, I'd say 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, that Trump was going to win the election. This was before he got Florida, and this is way before he got Florida for sure, and Pennsylvania. I predicted that he was going to win the election. And this, hours before the announcement, and I did not share it on Instagram, I did not share it on social media, so this is just my word against everybody else's. I know that, but I did predict that Trump was going to win this election, and hours before the results came in. And I was not happy then. I was not happy, but I'm not saying that, so yeah, normally I would not do any political readings. That's part of my code. Another part of my code is do not do readings about, as I do not use tarot to contact the dead at all. I do not use tarot to contact the dead or to channel this gets funny too, because this month, and I just did a video of this, and everybody could say, yeah, there's a VR around about this, is that Tarot Map contacted her spirit guides, and she did talked about how she had a powerful, impactful moment about her spirit guides. And she was able to talk to them through the tarot. Okay, other people are doing their 31 Days of Tarot and a bunch of 2, apparently. But she was doing a spirit guide VR, and it struck a chord in me. I've never used tarot to contact spirits or contact the dead. That's part of my code. However, it really this month it really hit me in a bad spot. I was in a bad spot this month for a lot of reasons, and I'm not going to get into them because it gets too personal to talk about on YouTube. So what I did is I said to myself, okay, I'm going to break my code just for this one time and try to see if I could contact my spirit guide and using the tarot deck. And that is also breaking my honor code for there. And I got a very profound reading. I felt my spirit guide energy. It was very profound, and that also was something that I never usually do, but I did. What else would I not do a reading about? Those are the biggest honor codes that I have, and I broke them all within this year. Politics and spirits. That's just part of my system, and that's part of my honoring system, and I broke all of them this year. Within 3 months, I've broken all of them, so I don't really have anything that I would not do a reading about anymore, I guess. Now that I've broken that barrier, I've popped my cherry, so to speak. My tarot cherry. But yet again, I'm going to have to go. I'm going to done rambling. Thank you for following me for 31 Days of Tarot. I am hoping to catch up on everybody else's 31 Days of Tarot. It's just been a biscuit monkey to do so for many reasons. And I really want to thank all of you. I love watching all of your 31 Days of Tarot. It's just been a wonderful month. It has definitely been a hangman month for me. And I will talk about that more during my year ahead 2017. And follow my year ahead 2017 VR in the 7-8 cards. And I've been doing it for a while, but I want people to really start doing it, because that's what I'm going to be doing, because that's where I'm going to put all my updates. I'm going to just talk about that energy for that month, and I really want everybody to join Patrick and whoever else is doing a year ahead 2017 VRs or videos. And you all have a good day, and blessed be.